Geek Girl coming at you with more movie reviews. This is the 1990s version of Stephen King's It. This is the original movie miniseries, whatever you want to call it, with Tim Curry. That man is a flippin' genius. If I know he won't ever see these, but if he does, Mr. Curry, you are one of my favorite actors. Keep doing what you do. I love you very much, and I wish to meet you someday. Anywho, I'm back. I promise. I love these movies. I do. I grew up watching this. This is one of my favorite movies. This is a 5 on my scare meter all day long because clowns are no, I don't do clowns. And then he turns into a giant spider, and no, we don't do that either. It's just no. But I love how it's like Mike kind of narrates the whole thing, and that's why I got mad at the new one because they just kind of skimmed over how big a character Mike really is, and that bothered me. But I don't know. I'm not on that one. I'm on this one. I'm on how good this one is. I love how this one was. I loved how they. It started out with them all getting the phone call, and each and every one of them having their own memories and going back, and everything coming back in a flood from getting the phone call from Mike that they needed to come home. And then I love how they broke the second half into just them coming home and dealing with this and fighting it and having to, that's the one thing that I kind of missed from the first one. They didn't talk a lot about the deadlights until the second movie. They didn't they didn't they didn't really show how, if you read the book, how bonded these 7 are. I mean, they are just thick as thieves. And it really makes me laugh because Stanley, poor Stanley, I feel so bad for Stanley. He does the unthinkable because he can't deal with it. That's why I like the new one so much, is because they explain why he did the unthinkable instead of he was just scared. He actually had a plan, which I thought was cool. This one, he didn't have a plan. He just was scared, couldn't handle it, so he offed himself. He was gone. Mike got seriously hurt, so he was in the hospital. So those 5 had to go down and take care of it. And they got the slingshot with the little silver melted down earrings. And they're like, yeah, now all 7 of us are here because each one of those little melted down silver earrings are supposed to be Mike and Stanley. So, and then of course Richie's got to put his 2 cents in. What are we gonna do now? Sing Kumbaya? But I don't like how they skipped over the fact that it's like it's supposed to be Bev, because even in his book he made it to where Bev was the important one because she was the only girl, and how they all really loved her and whatnot. And that just kind of hit me, because they didn't put as much importance on Mike and Bev as they, in my opinion, they should. And that's the only really bad things I can say about the new one, because the new one actually brought in more of the book, and then, and of course they skipped over some things. They couldn't do everything. I mean, they did great in what they did. But, I mean, this is the original. This one's always going to have a special little nugget in my heart. And even though the other one is now in my soul for the rest of my life, but this one is always going to be. And it's Tim Curry, man. He is Pennywise. And no disrespect to Bill Skarsgård. I will say it right one of these days. I mean, and there's no disrespect because he did fabulous. I mean, he had huge shoes to fill, and hello. But he did so well. I don't even know where to begin with how well he did. And then there's Tim. I love Tim Curry. I loved everything I've ever watched him in. I've seen most of his movies. I say most because I haven't seen all. I want to see all, but I have not. But we're getting there. But y'all let me know what you think about it down in the comments. Let me know if there's anything else y'all want me to review. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, and we will see y'all later.